Hey guys, it's Tommy from Fitness Consulting, and in today's video what I want to discuss is like, what is it that you do? What is it that you do as a trainer or as a coach? Because one thing that I see over and over, again, when I ask that question to a coach or a trainer and they say, I'm a personal trainer, and it's correct, it's not the wrong answer, but the problem is most people aren't looking for a personal trainer. Most people are looking for an outcome or a result. So when even if a client says to you, hey, I'm looking for a personal trainer, what we have to do is ask them why. Why do you even want a trainer? What are we trying to achieve? Because if we don't know what it is that they want, then the chance of them buying is pretty low. And you get these objections all the time where people say things like, oh, they weren't looking for a trainer. Well, it's like, no shit. No one actually wants the trainer. They want the outcome to that. So the closer you can get to the people that you're working with, your niche if you like, the closer you can get to the person that you're working with to a program that suits their goals, the more you can grow and scale. So what I'm going to do today is give you some tools here where we're going to go down and show you exactly how you actually map out what it is that you do as a trainer. If you know what you do, you can turn this into a program, and if you've got a program, then you've got something that you can leverage. What we can do with this, once we've got this mapped out, because most people don't really know what they do, but they are doing a similar sort of process day in, day out when they get a new client on board. So what I'm going to do is jump on the computer here and just show you exactly how you actually map this out. Now we have a look at this worksheet here where we go, we need to understand who we're working with. So it doesn't have to be a niche per se at this point. We're just trying to understand who it is we work with. So you can describe this person in whatever kind of detail. This first piece of this information isn't exactly what we're really looking at right now. It's more the second part. But going through a worksheet like here to understand who it is that you help is going to give you the opportunity to understand what it is that they want help with. So therefore, when you're in a sales process, all you got to do is sort of like offer them the solution to the problem. So yeah, that's just a quick overview of that there. But the reality is what we want to do is actually map out what we do inside the process. So inside that we go, okay, well, what's the first things that we do with our client when we come on board? Do we have agreements? Do we have waivers? Do we have release documents? Those types of things. If we do, great, put them down. If we don't, you can still put them down, but you can highlight them because that's the stuff that you need to create. We need to make some stuff. Module 2 is like, well, the second thing that we do with the client. What are the things that we want to be doing with the client? Then we can determine, okay, these are the things that we want to do with the client, but we may not have the tools, skills to be able to do that right now. Therefore, we have to create them. Fine. Then we go to number 3. Okay, so let's say we start looking at nutrition or training, whatever that is for you. This is just some examples, but the reality is like we have to know what it is that we're trying to help them with and in what order, so we can get better at doing it, because everything is a constant reiteration of what we've got and what we've created. So we create this here, and then we take it to market. So let's pretend that we're already in the market and we're already working with clients, but we haven't put structure and systems to it. This is the first step. We systemize it out like this and say, okay, well, this is my clients. This is what I'm going to do from now on. And then over time, we can just keep reiterating it to say, okay, well, module 3 here with nutrition, we're actually going to start that at number 2, because that's what's been getting our clients the better results, has been the nutrition. So we go into there. Then what we can do is go, what do I need to add to this? Because I don't have the skills and the knowledge to be able to implement certain things with nutrition. So I need to get the skill set. And this is a constant growth for you as a person and as a trainer. You're constantly evolving on the things that you know and what you want to know, so you can implement them to get better results. I was talking with a trainer yesterday, not a client of mine, but just a trainer who's sort of newer to the industry, and they were talking about how to put the prices up. And it really comes down to this here, like the more you're in the industry, the more you learn, the better results you can kind of get for your clients. Therefore, you become better. Therefore, you become worth more. That's kind of how you put your prices up. Like, you've got to start at a position where your pricing is what it is, because that's what it is. But from there, just get better at it. And you can only get better at it by doing it more, reiterating what's been good and what hasn't, figuring out what can get your clients better results, which generally you go through this process of going like, I'm going to get real good at writing programs. And then you go, okay, well, clients aren't doing the programs. I'll get real good with nutrition. So you do some nutrition certifications. Then you have to go into like this more of a coaching realm, because your clients still aren't doing the stuff, and you realize like the best way to get the clients the results is being able to guide them through certain problems that they have in their life that are stopping them from actually doing things. But it's this natural process, and then you would put these into the program, because that's what you're building out. And if you can build something out, now you've got a tangible thing to show, this is what we do. This is why we do it. This is how our clients get the results, because we go through this here. We know what your problem is, because most of our clients have the same problem. We've solved this problem for all these clients. Do you want this problem solved? Look, Yes, you've been struggling with XYZ amount of weight for the last 15 years. Do you want to carry on doing what you're doing, or do you want to have a look at this offer that we've got here that's been working for all our other clients that have the same problem? It's way easier sell than just saying to them, I do personal training, do you want help with your training? You've got to think bigger, broader, like how long can we help these people for? And the reality is, like, if you can get a client on board in a program that's about 12 weeks long, the longevity of them staying with you longer is exponential. But if you'll know this if you've been working with clients and the drop-off rate might be high, it's because they're dropping off in that, say, like first 1 to 6 weeks. They might commit to it because they got caught in an emotional state, but therefore they're not staying on. So if you can create a program that is sort of like 12 weeks long, and you can show them what you're going to be doing over these 12 weeks, then they are going to be a lot more bought into the program. But not only that, the fact that they've committed to you and themselves over that 12 weeks means they're most likely going to commit moving forward. So if they get the results they wanted in that 12 weeks, it's a no-brainer. Of course they're going to carry on. But if they don't get the results, but they put in the hard yards, they've really only got two options. Go back to where they were and how they were, or keep pushing forward because you've done some great work. So if you're client focused and you have been pushing forward and going through the process like you said and being there for the client, they won't leave. That's the thing. Like, if clients are leaving willy-nilly and you're getting a lot of clients, and this does happen sometimes with trainers, but the first thing that I say to them is just like, are we delivering? And I don't mean delivering results. That's important, yes, but are you there for them? And if you're there for them, they won't leave. So hopefully that was helpful. If you want the worksheet, obviously just let me know. I'm more than happy to send any of the worksheets and so through. If you have any questions or you want me to discuss anything in more detail, let me know. Happy to send to talk more.